everyone, it's me Nikki here, and I'm here today with a tutorial that I had did before. It was my very first video that I did on YouTube where I made this teacup lamp. You know, I saw it on Anthropology for, I think it was $200, and I said I was going to recreate it for a fraction of the price, and I think I did it for around $40. Well, I got a lot of messages from you all saying that that video is not working properly, and it was the first video I did, so the quality was awful, and so I wanted to redo that video, but I wanted to redo that tutorial in a little twist for the fall. So I have been wanting a fall inspired lamp that I could switch out during the fall season, and so I figured it would be the perfect timing to do the lamp that I wanted and to also do the tutorial. So I'm going to show you how to recreate the same style lamp but with a fall feel to it. I hope you will enjoy, so let's jump right in. Okay, the first thing we need is the pieces to put together our lamp, and I like going to discount stores. I found this pumpkin piece here for $5.99. I go to Ross, TJ Maxx, World Market, and find those inexpensive kind of porcelain pieces that you like. You know, definitely don't spend a lot of money on them. Go flea markets and Goodwill, find those pieces. Don't concentrate so much on the colors because you can use a high gloss paint them all white to have your lamp coordinate. Like I found this owl piece in Ross for $4.99, very fall inspired, and that's what I'm going for with my lamp, so it worked out perfectly. World Market had some other pieces. Now what I did was, as I purchased pieces, I took them each with me to the store to purchase additional pieces so that I can stack them in the store to make sure that my lamp was coming together like I wanted it. I also got this piece last year from the dollar store that I'm going to use, and I'm going to paint it. Another item that you need to kind of adhere all these pieces is E6000 glue, and you can get this from Lowe's or Home Depot or Michael's. Along with, I need a high gloss white paint to paint the pieces that are not white, along with my lamp kit, which is very easy to assemble. Don't get intimidated, and you can get this from Lowe's or Home Depot or any hardware store, along with your drill, because we have to drill holes into these porcelain pieces so that we can put our wire through. And what's key is to have a diamond drill bit, which you can get from any hardware store, Lowe's or Home Depot, because this is what you're going to need to cut through your porcelain, your glass, and that kind of thing. So let's get started. So let's get the most intimidating part of this project out of the way, and that is drilling the holes into your porcelain pieces. You know what? I did all of them. I did not break any pieces, but what you can do is go to the dollar store and get a dollar plate and do a practice run with that if you feel uncomfortable. But truly, guys, it is really simple to do, and once you get the hang of it, you can make all kinds of lamps. The key part is that we need a hole in the bottom of each piece so that we can then put the wire for the lamp through the pieces. Now you have to immerse them in water to drill them, actually with a diamond bit. Put on your safety glasses, follow the directions for your drill before you do anything. Now when you're drilling, it's key that you do not go straight in. You do not want to put your drill bit straight on. You want to have it as an angle. You see here how I'm angling it, and then I'm going to drill it to start. And once I have a little groove in there, then I will move my drill straight forward and go down. Now this is great for a two-person part here. I have my husband holding it down for me so that I can then put a little bit of pressure as I need it. Once I have it started, I'm just letting the drill kind of do its thing and putting a slight bit of pressure, and then before you know it, you have your hole in your piece. And so basically you just want to do this with all of your pieces. A very simple process. I know it can look intimidating, but it's not. The key is to make sure water is always on your piece as you're drilling, and then first drill at an angle before you lift your drill straight up. 2 key points. Now that we have all the holes in our pieces, it's time to paint those pieces that were of a different color that we didn't want to keep the color. And so basically I have my pumpkin teapot here that I'm going to paint with that high gloss white spray paint, and the little pumpkin I got from the dollar store. So I'm going to paint those 2 pieces, let them dry thoroughly before I start to assemble my lamp. Okay, the first thing after that, what I want to do is I want to kind of stack the pieces the way I want to build my lamp up, just to make sure it's looking the way I want it to look, and to line my holes up. And what I'm going to do is use the E6000 glue to start gluing the pieces together. But I like to wire as I glue. So I like to take the wire for the lamp and push it through as I glue my lamp together. I find that that's easier than gluing the whole lamp together and then trying to fish that wire up through the lamp. And so I have my lamp kit here all laid out, ready for me to go. But but the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to assemble the lamp first. But you know, the instructions for the lamp kit are on the back of the box. It's very simple to do. I'm going to show you how I do it. Really simple. Don't get intimidated by it. I know sometimes it can look intimidating, but it's so simple. But the first thing we got to do is we got to get that lamp started. Now with the glue, I like to glue 2 pieces together at a time. So I'm going to glue like my owl to the plate here. I'm going to let it set for a couple hours before I then attach it to another 2 pieces and then wire it through. And you definitely want to let the entire lamp sit for 24 hours before you do anything as far as putting on the final touches of your lamp. So here what I'm doing is I'm just taking a little bit of the E6000, putting it on the bottom base of that owl piece, for which I'm going to sit on top of the plate because I've already designed how I want the lamp to look, so I know that the owl is going to go on top of the plate. And I want to line my holes up so that it'll be easy to kind of fish my wire through the lamp. So you want to make sure to do that. Okay, so I have my other 2 pieces here because this is going to be the base. I have a bowl that I got from World Market and I've glued it to my pumpkin teapot here, and I've already started pushing my wire from the bottom up through the top of the teacup here, the teapot here. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take that wire and I'm going to fish through the second portion of my lamp, which is the platter with the owl on it, because those two are going to stack on top of the kind of pumpkin teapot. And so basically I'm fishing my wire through as I have the 2 pieces glued together. So again, let the pieces dry for a couple hours before you start this process because you don't want anything toppling over. And so basically now I'm just going to wire through this plate and the owl, and then I'm going to put glue on the bottom of the plate and glue that to the top of the teapot. I'm then going to let that sit for a couple hours, let that dry before I move to the next 2 pieces. Okay, so once you build your lamp up, you have everything glued, let it sit for 24 hours, you have your lamp coming together as you can see here. So now it's time to top it off. And so to top it off, what we're going to do is going to take this piece from the lamp kit and we're going to feed it through the end of the wire. So the wire's coming out of the top of your lamp, and so you're simply going to feed that through and then stick that in that hole in the top portion of your lamp. And then from that point I'm going to take some more of that E6000 glue and I'm going to glue that down. I'm going to let that sit for a couple hours before I move on to the next piece. And so this is basically finishing off the top of your lamp and giving you that top base that you need. So very simple. But the key is to make sure that you let the glue sit a couple hours, so that preferably 24 hours, but on this part I just let it a couple of hours so that it topped off. And so then from that point I'm just going to take this portion of the lamp kit, I'm going to split it the bottom from the top, and you guys know this piece here. I'm going to take the small portion and I'm going to feed that through the wire, and then that's going to get screwed into that top portion of the lamp, and you'll see how all these pieces start to just come together. And so then you just kind of screw that on, and it has a little screw on the side that you can screw in to keep it locked in, but then that's simple enough. And then this is the hardest part of the lamp kit, is just basically pushing out this part here, and then you'll see that there are 2 screws, one on one side, one on the other side. And basically at the end of your wire you have 2 wires split, and the only thing you're doing is you're going to unscrew both of the screws so that you can open them up a bit so that you can wrap around the wire around the screw. So one wire is going to go around one screw and one wire is going to go around the other screw. You're going to screw when you put it on, put it clockwise so that it locks in clockwise. Just kind of wrap it around clockwise, then tighten up your screw again, and that's all you have to do, and then you'll have a lamp that really functions. It's very simple. So just wrap it around the screw once clockwise and then push it down in there, and then you have a lamp that is just good to go. And of course, all the instructions are on your lamp kit, so don't feel intimidated by that portion. But that's all you need to do. Then you put your lampshade on and you have a beautiful lamp. I loved how this lamp came out. I think it's great for the fall. It just gives a nice fall touch without being overkill. I added these little sprays of the fall in the top portion where the owl head was. I thought it was a cute little touch, but I really love how it turned out, and it just kind of switches up my kitchen a little bit for the fall. I'm able to wrap it up and put it with my fall bins and bring it out in the fall, and so I think it's just a good way to switch things up. So simple to do. You can be so creative with this project. You can do it for Christmas and different things. So I hope you find it enjoyable and helpful, and I hope you will give it a try. I want to thank you for watching. Please definitely be sure to like this video if you enjoyed this and you enjoy my tutorials, along with subscribing and checking out my blog at AtHomeWithNikki.com. So have a beautiful day, and this is Nikki saying goodbye.